Hello, my name is Christine and I run a vintage shop called Prima Treasures on Etsy. Today I wanted to talk to you about this knight in armor, and I would consider this probably our second nicest style of knight themed barware sets. And this one is interesting because, you know, you've got a full head and torso, and you can display it like this where you don't actually see any barware. So by that token, it would also be considered a hidden barware set. So the barware is tucked inside, but I want to kind of go through all the various features of it before I open the most important doors. But I wanted to show a couple of other things first, which is you can actually, it has a functional visor. You can lift it up a bit and you can see that there's a fully detailed head inside there, which is kind of cool. And he's got this cool decoration on his helmet. The back is mostly plain, but you can still see where, you know, they've got the shoulder pads fully riveted on the back, as well as, you know, the back of his chest piece. And the barware, I think, is fairly cleverly hidden because hopefully you notice that there's a seam here. So this part right here pulls down. There's a chain that keeps it from fully flopping onto the ground because we had to reattach the chain, and if it's not there, then this piece will just completely lay flat on the table. So you've got space for a bottle right here, and you can see, well, let me show you so you can see. It's not huge, but it's decent size, and it's got a fairly tall topper, so if you wanted to put something a little bigger in there, you theoretically could, but it's got probably 6 or 7 inches of clearance right there. So you've got that, and then the fun part is that these shoulder pads open up like this, and you've got 3 small shot glasses in each shoulder pad. Let me tilt this a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Hopefully nothing will try to fall. There we go. Okay, it did fall, but at any rate, you can see inside that there's room for the shot glasses in the shoulder pad. There's a little magnet here that kind of locks it into place, so that's kind of nice. And then the other shoulder pad also has, so you've got a total of 6 shot glasses hidden inside the shoulder pads. You've got the bottle in the front chest area, and it's kind of cool because, as I said, when you don't have it opened up, it just looks like this, you know, stylized knight's armor. And so in that sense, you do get the hidden bar effect. Now, most of these sets, it's my understanding, were made in the 60s and 70s, which seems to be true for a lot of the figural barware that we find. This particular one has a good bit of rust and whatnot on it, but not all of them do. For the most part, they seem to be made of metal with plastic. You can see here, this black and red areas are plastic. So the metal is nice though, because, you know, you don't end up with a bar set that's just 100% made out of resin, which is pretty much what we'd see nowadays. But in this case, they took the time to make the armor elements out of metal, and then just the caddy, let's call it, the caddy pieces out of plastic. So I actually did find an original box. I found a picture of an original box online that I saved, and it shows that this was called a King Arthur bar set when they were selling it back in the day. So I'll post a photo of that at the end so you can kind of see what the original packaging would have looked like. But I haven't actually found any vintage advertisements or anything of that type, so it's possible something like this might have only been sold in higher end stores and not heavily promoted. Anyway, if for some reason you were interested in a knight's armor barware set and very likely having trouble finding the one from my video last year that has the velvet lined interior, this would be a good second option. In fact, my husband might potentially vote for this as his first option. I know that he likes them both, but this would be a great gift for anybody who's into medieval and fantasy, especially if they have like a nice man cave or bar collection and want some pieces that can work as a display and as, you know, a barware set. So anyway, I hope you learned something today, and I appreciate you watching.